Welcome to Coffee with Bridget, and today's coffee is Sun Sarah blend by Starbucks, and I have more than one of these so I can show one that's not punctured. And it is a lovely blonde roast, which is really yummy. And I have a really interesting creamer too. It's a sparkling champagne raspberry creamer that my daughter insisted that I needed to get, and I decided to try it, and I am not complaining. It is pretty good. It's not what I expected, but it's good. So today I wanted to talk about new beginnings. And we have this Capricorn new moon, which is at 28 degrees, which breaks down to 1. And then when I was doing my oracle reading, which I'll post on Monday, there were a lot of ones in the reading. A lot of ones. And so this week really represents a fresh new start, a fresh energy coming in. And I think that is so needed. The last 2 weeks have been so heavy, and I have seen that reflected on all sorts of different media and with my friends. The last 2 weeks have been challenging for a lot of people and on a global level. I don't watch the news, so I'm not too sure what happened, but I did see friends expressing themselves in displeasure towards the outer world. So I know that there was heavy stuff going on the collective level. So this fresh new start, this new energy is very welcome. And to be honest, I was like, I wonder what's going to start fresh in my life next week. And it dawned on me that my book, The Psychology of Magic, is coming out on Tuesday. Now, I will be doing an unboxing here of my book, Psychology of Magic, which I'm excited about because you'll be seeing it the first time that I see it. So I have no idea if the cover art is going to work. I have had the cover art not work before with my book, The Bloodstone. I had that printed out, and the cover art unfortunately was too dark, so you couldn't really see the image of the Bloodstone, and I was so disappointed because it was such a good cover. So hopefully that doesn't happen with Psychology of Magic, because I really love the front cover for this book. So look forward to that on Tuesday. I look forward to sharing that moment with you guys. But yeah, there's been a lot of good things happening in my life. This vlog is one of them. You know, the fact that people take their time out to watch this vlog at all makes me very happy. You know, even if one person watches it, that is to me a compliment. So the fact that sometimes like 20 people watch it is pretty awesome. And I know there are much bigger creators than me that gets thousands or millions of views with each video, but in a way I'm starting over on this channel by doing these vlogs. And it's funny because I don't think that the algorithm knew what to call me there for a bit, and I think I throw it off when I do the ASMR crystal healing videos. I have thought about starting a new channel or a different channel with doing that, but I kind of like doing it here, so I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But this is a fresh new start with me in a lot of ways. And it you know, it was inspired by Adam the Woo and his passing. And it's something that I kept up with and that I've been doing almost every day. And I think I'm very proud of that record and that I feel inspired enough to do these videos almost every day. There's always something to talk about. But yeah, you know, I just want to check in with all of you guys to see how you're doing. I know the energy's been heavy. I'm so excited that the energy is shifting this week. I am so excited. I was so relieved when I did the reading that I did, that I will share on Monday. Because, let's face it, a third week of heavy psychological shadow work, that would be a bit much. Although I did anticipate this month to be a little bit difficult when I pulled Black Agate. I was like, oh, protective stone. Oh no. What are we being protected against? You know, that's always my thing when I see a protective stone is it's like, okay, there's something coming that's, you know, not the best that we're going to have to deal with. I try to keep things optimistic and positive on my channel as much as possible because I do know that everything's a cycle. We have ups and downs in our daily lives. You know, the one thing that we can depend on is that change is constant. Change will happen. So when things are good, we know things are about to change. When things are bad, we know things will change. It is the one guarantee of life. And for me, it personally, it brings a lot of calm and a lot of, I don't know what else to say. It causes me to be calm because I'm like, okay, this moment I can appreciate it because I know it will change. I know things are going to be different. Now, when we stagnate and then we get stuck, then sometimes the cosmic, boot comes out and we get changed in a way that we did not anticipate. And I have been on the receiving end of that many times. But this week, this new fresh start energy seems to be something that all of us need, especially with Pluto being conjunct most of those planets in Capricorn for this new moon. Endings are going on. A lot of endings are happening. A lot of things have met their end, and it's time to move on. So I'm just curious what new beginnings everyone is experiencing. I hope you're experiencing a new beginning next week. I'm really excited to see Psychology of Magic take off, even if just one person buys it, or who knows what will happen with it. I'm excited. Sometimes what happens, and with a lot of my books that I released and didn't tell my friends about or whatnot, they do just kind of sit there. So hopefully Psychology of Magic doesn't just sit there and not get read until I do a Goodreads giveaway. And I'm pausing on the Goodreads giveaway because unfortunately I gotta pay for my dog's veterinarian visit. That was a lot of money. So funds are really tight for a little while because I have to pay for that. But the dog's good. She had her last pain medication today and she's on antibiotics, and in about a week she has another appointment where she'll get the stitches out. So she's doing good and she's not having any trouble. So she's the peppy, tail waggy, barky dog that she always was. Her personality's changed a little bit. I think all dogs, when they're spayed, change a little bit because they go through something traumatic. And I think with the neck injury on top of that, she went through something that was pretty major for a puppy. So her personality is a little bit more mellow. She's not as excitable as she was, not as feisty, which is probably a good thing because she was a little bit too ready to fight. she would pull on the lead and try to go and fight the big dogs, like the really big dog. She's a Chihuahua, so it was not a good thing that she was so feisty. But boy, am I glad that this week is going to change. I'm so glad for all of us that the energy is shifting and that things look beautiful. The energy from this oracle reading that I'm going to share with you guys on Monday, it's a beautiful energy, and it's inspiring me to do a crystal healing on friendship because the reading really emphasized friendship and your dreams and being offered this ability to step into what you really want. For some people, it's going to be a really great relationship coming this week. So I'm excited for those people that have that energy manifest in that way. But for most of us, I think it's going to be stuff like, releasing a book, starting a vlog, starting a blog, starting new things is the energy. And it's exciting. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you again for joining me for Coffee with Bridget. It always means the world to me. And bye for now.